I'm doing That First Heard, entertainment, pop culture, things like that. And what I come here to say today is it looks like things are pretty quiet. Now, the good news is Johnny's very active. He's involved in a lot of things, got a couple of movies coming up, recent Fenty Volume 4 show out there, among other things going on with his music. And this is really where we want to be. Now, the reason I'm checking Eve Barlow's Twitter account first is because Eve is pretty quiet. She hasn't tweeted in like 4 days. It used to be Eve every day defended Amber, or at least once every 2 days or something, but now, not much. No doubt something will come up here and there, but it looks like the average pattern has definitely dropped off. Checking Incredibly Average once in a while, always used to check up on Brian, and I still do. He's got a great channel, but real quiet, no big news. The recent thing that stands out is obviously Johnny's spot in Fenty Volume 4, which I mentioned, which was pretty good, by the way. I liked it. Lisa Gandini, who's got a great account also, she's talking about the court case, evidence, things like that, which is great. People are going to talk about that for a very long time, pretty much forever. There's a lot of details out there, but no big new drama going around. And I think we've probably seen just about all the video clips we're ever going to see of Amber doing, let's just say, not such honest things or some silly things. And that leads us to Amber herself, who is now off Twitter. Obviously, there's a lot more people I can mention, but we want to talk about Amber and what's going on, which isn't too much. Now, I gotta say this. Since I started covering this, this might be the first time I think Amber's doing the right thing, for herself at least. She's staying pretty quiet. I guess you could say she's pleading the fifth in the long run. No Instagram posts, obviously no Twitter, and I don't see an attempt to make headlines and respond to things or anything like that. So, all in all, I suppose it's the right thing to do, because Johnny's doing a lot right now, and it feels like leaving him alone makes sense. Some recent news came out saying she claimed she wasn't living in the US, so she's not responsible for payments and things like that. There's also the insurance company lawsuits going through, but I think for the time being, until something really starts up definitively, being quiet is probably what she should do. She was also in some really tiny movie not too long ago after the case. She played some psychiatrist or something. That's actually pretty funny when you think about it. But it had a tiny, tiny run. It was nowhere near the shadow of a mainstream movie. And also, as you know, we've got Aquaman 2, and news on that is light as well. So it seems like everything right now is just kind of quiet. There are still Amber fans and supporters out there on Twitter, tweeting things out, saying things about their narrative. However, they're not people close to her that know her. Sometimes I play devil's advocate, and I really try to put myself in the shoes of people I disagree with, try to take their side, but in this case, that's been tough with Amber. So the closest I could come to saying anything positive is, I guess, not saying anything at all isn't the worst tactic. There's nothing distasteful about it, so alright. Looks like we're just waiting to see what happens. And just for the record, I think it's worth mentioning again, is that Elon Musk claims he's cleaning up bots on Twitter, and Amber theoretically had quite a few, so if like her account took a nosedive in followers overnight, it'd be a little strange. It'd be like 400k and then like 312k the next day. So that might be a reason she got off Twitter, not because she's trying to run away and hide or things like that. Let me know what you think down below. Doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you subscribe, you'll get videos, usually a bit more of a news story than this, but sometimes I like to just throw a video out there, check out Twitter or whatever's going on, and say my thoughts. Done here for now. See you next time.